So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Aishwarya Samantre. We are again back with the new session and a new video again. So I wanted to tell you that we previously have discussed about writing the codes in both SQL and Python method, specifically to the with the pandas method, and then we were doing solving some of the questions based on that. So today I'll let you know, like in the LinkedIn, I have already uploaded day 2 and day 3, uh, the post of those questions. So probably one question was, yeah, this thing, immediate food delivery. And another question I have taken, the product sales analysis. The last time I have uploaded the video, we were actually discussing about the monthly transaction one. So without wasting the time, let's do one thing. Let's quickly discuss this question and product sales analysis is one. I know like we are quite comfortable with SQL now. Like if you are watching these videos on a constant basis, then yes, you are getting confidence on SQL. And I know these pandas is something that is quite challenging because uh, I don't know why, but it is basically case sensitive. So maybe because of that. Okay. So this is I am just showing you the glimpse of how does the code looks in immediate food delivery question and how it is changing if you see over here in SQL. So isn't this SQL looks pretty more clear and like it is easy to understand, but we should know both because we don't know like when we have to use any one of them, right? Now product sales analysis, if I go, so it's loading. Yeah, so basically here I have solved the question in two different methods. Okay, we will be discussing one method. The second method also, if we want, we can discuss, but say this all solutions, no, you will be finding actually in the LinkedIn post because there it is in the documentary format, so you can easily download and use them according to your convenience. And I've also attached the link of this question, so directly you will be jumping to this question whenever you click those link. And again, the pandas format of this is quite simple. I say it is like actually it is short. It's not big like the immediate food delivery wala question. So it is bit short, I will say. Yeah. See, it is short actually if you see. Okay, then let's do one thing. Let's begin in the sequence itself. The first question was our immediate food delivery question. Okay, so let's just take this out. Great. Now let's just understand what does this question tells to us. So you have a table here called delivery table, right? So in the delivery table, you have some columns: delivery ID, customer ID, order date, and customer preferred delivery date. Probably that only customer preferred delivery date or the delivery date on which the customer has received the package or the parcel. So based on that, you have the table right in front of you. Right. So the question tells that write a solution to find the percentage of immediate orders in the first order of all customer rounded up to 2 decimal points. If I say you again, then see I have the delivery date. Okay. I want to the like in this question, no, there is a I will say there is a small catch in this question. So the catch is actually all about the first order of all customers. Here is the main catch of the question. So if you crack this part, the first order of all customers, then you can easily, hit the question nicely. See, basically, it is saying that I have two date wala column. Simple. Let's understand in the simple way. Order date, delivery date. Now, it is quite possible that customer ID 1 may have ordered on first and got delivered on second. The same customer ID 1 has ordered on 11th, delivered on 12th. While if you see for customer ID 2, the person has ordered on second, got on second. And again, if you see it for customer ID 2, he has ordered on 11th and got on 13th. But here we need to consider the first order. So what is the first order? 11th or second? So it is basically the second one. So we are considering 2 over here. Great. Now it is saying that in the whole table, immediate orders are those columns or those rows where the delivery date is the order date and delivery date is same, because that was immediate, so you ordered on the same day, you have received it on the same day, so immediate delivery. Otherwise it is not immediate and it is known as the scheduled delivered. Great. So we need to find a ratio of immediate and by the total number of delivery. So one logic over here could be, if I just simply count the delivery, like let's say this is one part and probably the second part was here because I was working on this question. So this date, these two dates are the dates where the delivery was this immediate. Okay. Now you can see that how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So basically I am saying that I will do just 2 by 7. Oh, but what? Here is the glitch, the first order. So the first order means there are actually 7 rows, but we are considering the first order of each customer. So if I just break this question down, then how the filter will work, like take the first order, filter this, filter order. I will say filter first order rather, right? After that, what I can do is I can count immediate divided by, I can count the remaining orders. Now what is this remaining order? Remaining order is basically my immediate order plus schedule order. Now I hope this is completely clear with everyone. How we should break this question down, and then we should proceed ahead with the code. So the simple code for this could be select, okay, count of this part, or let's say order date. Select count of order date, right, divided by count of, let's keep this part in a gap. Now from delivery is my table name. Great. Now the condition, where I am supposed to give a condition over here, that where my order date is equals to my delivery date. One condition is that, and the order date should be minimum, so that I get the first order of each customer. So in simple language, so where customer ID, comma, order date in select customer ID, minimum order date, right? From delivery and group by customer ID. So see, I have included a customer ID, so I will be dividing it with the customer ID. So I put a distinct now, distinct. I put a distinct here also, but it is not required, but still we can just put. And let's just give this alias name as key. And let's just see what does the output tells. So it is a wrong answer, and why the answer is wrong, let's see that as well. So you see here I am actually getting 1. Why it is 1? Because I have not given that order ID is equals to the customer ID. So sorry, the delivery ID. Sorry, order date is equals to the delivery date. So that part also I need to include. So I can actually write that part also here as and order date equals to deliver date. And let's just see, I'm just writing some random codes so that I just see what will happen. Okay, it's again 1. Now let me just go back to my previous solution and just show you quickly what was the impact. So you can see here that how this code is been written. So basically what I did, I have given the where condition in the case and when statement. This part I have already written. Now I just gave one more statement saying that my order date equals to delivery date, then count it as 1. L0 I don't want over here because that will not give me anything, right? So I have included this part. So if I just rewrite this again, then how we have to write? Then just see. Case when order date equals to this part, the delivery date, then count it as 1. End. Okay, and give this as count, right? Divided by count of distinct customer ID as k. Now just run this. You see here we got 0.5 means 50%. So I just do here into 100.0 means 100.0 so that I don't get extra decimals right now. Means I get a decimal value actually. So I take that k and give it the name of immediate percentage and then just run the code. So it is working. Okay, now if I submit this, because for this test case it is working, there might be some other test case for which it is not working, for example this part. So here I also need to include the round function. So round of 2, basically this only we have to include, round up to 2 decimals. And now you can see it is working with a bit of 91.79%. I hope this question is now clear. Now let's go to the pandas solution or pandas part of this question. Now while writing the pandas part of this question, let's just take the whole thing out of it. Okay, and take the notepad so that if we stuck in some problem, then we can just take that out. So while doing for the pandas, no, how the pandas implementation will happen. So here you have used the group by, customer ID and minimum order date. So that will actually come first in the pandas. So in pandas, if I give a notation for pandas like how we did for SQL, then the steps could be, here you need to actually first get the minimum date per customer. So let's get that as well. So df equals to delivery dot group by, I have okay, group by customer ID and this part is what, order date. So order date dot min reset index name equals to key and return df. So now what am I going to get is this part where I will get the customer ID and the minimum of order date as key. So per customers minimum order date is what, the first order date per customer. I have filtered this part. Now what next? In the next part I take the required columns such as the delivery date. Otherwise if I don't see, now this is the table in front of you. So one more column I need where I will be saying that delivery date and the order date. So finally what I will say is where the order date and delivery date is equal. So that is what I have also written over here. This part. Yeah, this part. The filter df wala part. You can see df I have done is order date equals to k. K is what? My minimum delivery date. Minimum order date, the first order date. So this is the same thing which I am going to do right now. So if I just, for that what I need to actually make a new data frame. Why? Because already I have created a df which is customer ID and k. Now I need to merge this with the original table. And to merge this with the original table, I need to use the pd.merge function first, and then I will say like df comma delivery on common column is customer ID, right? And let's just run and see what is my new df and how is my new df is looking right now. See now, the new df is looking this way. So this is the first thing which we got from df. This is the original delivery date, delivery column, the table I will say, and we have actually merged it on customer ID. So merge means what? Basically the joining of the tables. I always use the merge function. I don't use the join function over here, right? Now comes the filtering part. So the filter df will be new df of order date equals to new df of k, and I give this as new df, right? Now let's just see what does my filter df look like. So what does this line mean? Let's understand that. See, now I have different order date, okay, but I want to filter this table in a way that my order date also becomes as k, and k is what, the first order date per customer. So I have used this function now. So you can see how the filtration is working, right? So till this part everything is clear. Now what is the next filtration? The next filtration tells that where the order date is equals to the delivery date. So this by this and this and this. So that for that I can create one more column. So filter df of immediate order will be filter df of order date equals to filter df of customer preferred delivery date. and and see again here I don't need to write it as filter df and then again the square bracket, because I am just creating a column from the existing data frame. That is why I'm not including anything else. Now you can just see. So we have expanded our thing in this way. So what is my immediate order? So immediate order is basically the filter immediate order वाले columns में where it is true, that is my immediate order, and that I will be dividing with the count of total immediate orders. So that is what I have also done here. See this part. So I just take the same function right now in front of you, this thing. So if I just do dot mean into 100, so what is actually happening internally is it is taking the average where the value is true. So basically it is doing 2 by 4 means 0.5, 50%. But it is happening internally because this will now actually count for the values where it is true, not for the false. So I hope this part is pretty clear. Uh, Great. So now at the final, I just write final df equals to pd dot data frame where my immediate order becomes a data frame, and I just run the final df. Filtered df is not okay. This is filtered df. No, we have used filter. So you can see it has worked, and I just changed the column name also according to the question. So this is filter percentage, this is filter percentage, this is filter percentage, okay, and this also I keep as filter percentage. Okay, one second, one second. So this is what I was having, and I just give this as filter percentage. What is happening? Immediate percentage is not defined. Immediate percentage, data frame immediate percentage, immediate percentage, and let's just see this once. Okay, this will not work because this is the simple function, so I have to go from the filter df. One second. But hopefully I think that, one second, then let's just begin it from the beginning itself. right? And let's just see from the beginning itself. Till here it is clear, and I give here from now only I am start going to give the names. Filter percentage, filter percentage, okay, and I just take this final line from here itself, so that filter percentage, sorry, immediate percentage, and then just run this. Filtered df. What is this? Okay, we have not changed this name also, no? Now it will work. See, so basically what happened, like I have not changed, it was in immediate order, it was written immediate order, so it was not working. But now you can say it is working. Now if I just submit this and I get an error. Why? Because of this part. So I need to put a round function. So round of 2. I can easily put the round function in the immediate percentage thing, and I just give the parentheses outside to avoid the errors. Great. So it is increased from 32.36 to 56.68 now. So I hope you have enjoyed this video as well. You have learned something. So I'll just recall the step. So what we did first, get a minimum date per customer using the group by. Done. Then create a new data frame. Done. After this, start filtering. And that was the main thing, I think. Till filter df only, it was the main thing. Like if the approach changes over here, then everything goes away. So this was the main thing, I will say. Actually till here it was the main part. Basically the logic building type question it was. How do we start? Now if we just think this way, that uh, if we have done it this way, like the delivery date, means I'm saying that if we have done it this way, that the delivery of order date, okay, dot mean, okay. So what this would give me? This would give me the minimum order date. One, I am sharing one more approach. I don't know if it works or not, but you can try it with in your end also. You can just take the schema from here. You can take the schema from this side, Panda schema. You can put it in your respective, so like dashboard, like wherever you are working, and you can try this approach as well. So what we can do over here is, this time we can take the minimum of the order date, and we can give some name as min order. Okay, so this will become probably this would be a series, I think so. It would not be a data frame, it would be a series. We have to check, okay, so what it would become. Now, if considering or assuming if this is a data frame, then what would you do is, or let's say we did this way, dot group by. Okay, fine. Did you notice one thing over here? If if we just filter it firstly on this way, this format, that where date equals to date. So what we are actually missing out is the other dates, such as for 2 equals to 2, like take consider this row, the second row, and consider the sixth row. So what you are actually missing over here is you are only taking the dates where it is equal. Now if I just take this part out, okay, and show you this thing, so df equals to delivery delivery of order date equals to delivery of customer deliver date, okay, and then return df. So why we cannot use the second approach which I was planning, because what is this delivery, because when I use this concept where I just give equal symbol to the dates, then I actually don't have other dates over here right now. So this is the problem. This is the problem which we can actually face. So if let's also assume now the minimum order date, okay, per customer is 2. Let's assume it this way. So you can imagine that for customer ID 3, see you can see here 24 is 24 equals to 24. But you for the customer ID 3, just consider this now in front of you. So you can see here 24 August also he has ordered, and he has also delivered, the product was delivered on 24 August. So this is an immediate delivery. But the question tells us that first order of all customers. So according to the question we need to move right now. So the first order of all customers. That is why we need to actually get the first order. Then we have to go with this filtration. The same thing actually happened in SQL also. We always know that the inner query will be operating first. If you remember what is the order from, then where. So from delivery date where, customer ID and order date in, customer ID and minimum of order date, and that is what we also have done in Pandas. If you just go back and okay, if you just go back and just see this method, so actually we have taken the minimum of order date, right? Then let's just see it one by one. Simultaneously, let's just see it. See, so in SQL you can see we have actually operated, the inner query will come first, then the outer query, right? So in the inner query we have actually operated on this part only. We have filtered the minimum order date. Once we did that, then we came to the outer query, and then we have said that where order date is equals to delivery date. But in Pandas, one extra thing which we did was we see, because like we are going to merge on this thing, that is why we have to create the column K. Now without creating the column K, how the function would look? So this is what is your function looking like, right? So just take this name out, okay, and let me just quickly make some changes and just see how the df is also looking right now. You get an error. Why this error is happening? Because the order date is already, you are doing some aggregation on the order date. One part is that you are taking the minimum of the order date, but in the filtration part you are saying that the order date is equals to k, but there is no column existing as k. So if you just keep this as hidden. Now if you just run this, so filtered df is not defined because we don't have any column which is known as, we don't have any table which is known as filtered df, right? So the problem comes at that part. So let's just one for a minute, let's just take this thing out and put it as new df. Now what you are having, you are having one, see, this is the inbuilt function of pandas. It has created itself another column stating that this is the minimum order date. So if you don't give a column name k, anyways the internal function will actually create one more column by itself only, and it will say it is order x and it is order y. So now if you just filter this, you will simply write where new df of this is equals to new df of this. So ultimately what happened? Ultimately you are actually coming back to the same step, but you are just decreasing one step, which is this part, creation of one more data frame. So if we want to proceed ahead with the same, then I'll say that new df, and also I cannot, like I cannot give any, okay, let's do it this way then. So new df of order date x equals to new df of order date y, and run this. So you can see that it is saying that we need to return a data frame. Now actually this is not in the format of a, this thing will not give me a data frame now. This will give me the value true false wala thing. The boolean values probably it should give. So I am going to change it into a data frame by just adding a square bracket. So now again the same methods will come. So I am just working on a single data frame this time, and I am just saying this is immediate. I am just writing IM means immediate. Okay. So immediate will be df of order date x equals to new df of this part, the customer preferred part. That's all. Now if I just run this, so you got this thing again, that true false wala thing came. Now here what I was thinking is if we could use a count function. So I am saying that let's do it this way, that uh, final df equals to new df of im equals to true. Okay, new df dot count divided by new df of im dot count. I don't know if this function will work or not. I'm just trying this away. Probably it should be this way actually. Somewhere it will be actually an error because it should be give me an error. Let's just see if it is not giving, them hoping for the best. No, it is giving an error because of the format which we have used. So let's just do it this way, and let's just see what does this give me. Return final BF. So I need to create a data frame. So I put this as new BF. Okay, and now this. No, so probably you can just, if you are comfortable, then you can just work on these errors, and you can try it this way using the count function also. I think it may work if we just use some functions. I think it may work. Like there is a chance like this logic also may work, and this is the logic which we have already discussed. So I have discussed over here two logics. You can use any depending on you. And the second logic, the logic which we have discussed, this part is already in the LinkedIn, so you can just go download that and work on yourself again. So that's all for today. Have a great day. This was the question that was being published on day 2 on the LinkedIn post. Day after tomorrow, we create another video where we will be talking about the day 3 thing. So you get a time also, like 1 day time to download the day 3 question, as well as you can just work yourself, so that whenever we discuss on this the next day, so the whole revision might also happen for you. So have a great day. Please do like, share, subscribe the channel. If you have some comments and all, please ping me in the LinkedIn, ping in the YouTube section also. And if you also have some better solution, please let me know. Have a great day. Thank you.